Hello everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I want to talk about my previous experience before I started working as a cabin crew for Etihad Airways. Before I started to fly, where did I work? What kind of job experience do I have? Well, this video will actually be color graded, so the quality may be a bit different. Just let me know in the comment section down below if you like the quality of this video and how it looks like. And with this in mind, shall we start? Now, my childhood was a bit interesting because we didn't used to have money. My parents were actually saving money to build a new house. So we're struggling a bit with my pocket money during this time, when I was a child. So I always wanted to be independent. I always wanted to earn the stuff I have and not be given, let's put it this way. When I was a kid, I was actually in track and field. I was a competitive athlete. And I was doing that for some time, since age 10 or 11 until age 17, I believe. I was going to lots of competitions outside my hometown, outside my country as well. So it was a very good experience, and I was actually earning some money out of it as well. At the point, I used to have around 100 euros per month just by doing athletics, going to training each day and so on and so forth. So that was okay, and I also managed to keep my grades in school high, even though after school I was going to train. And I also noticed that being a sportsman all my life, basically training all my life, it kind of disciplined me and it kind of prepared me for the future, both physically and mentally. It betters you. So I believe that's very important, and it's part of me and it's part of my character as well. Now fast forward to my high school years, I started to fade away from athletics because of different stuff, different injuries and so on and so forth, and I was also starting to prepare for college, so that had to go away at a point, and I stopped. Now, funny story, actually, when I was in grade 11, I was 18 years of age. I just turned 18 years of age. I started to work in a furniture factory. Manual laborer in a furniture factory. I was building furniture, and it was hard. And that was during my summer vacation between 11th grade and 12th grade. And I learned from that job. And the most important thing that I learned from the job is the fact that money doesn't come easy. You have to really work for it. And I was working, trust me. But yeah, that was a good 2-month experience. That was my first job, my first actual job. And I'm really grateful for it. I finished high school after that time in grade 12, and then I had to move to college. I started a University of Tourism, Geography Tourism. I liked the idea of being maybe a tour guide in the future or stuff like that, so I did tourism. I went for that. Now, during my college years, during the time I was in college, I was almost always working. And the first job I got was a job in a radio station. I was working for a radio station and doing contracts, selling commercial spots on the radio. I learned a lot from that job as well, because I can tell you right now, guys, selling is so hard. Selling is not easy. It comes easy for some people, they're natural salesmen, but I don't think it's in my nature, for example. But still, I did this sales thing for some time, for almost a year. And then I gave up in favor of something else. I got hired in Inditex in a clothing store named Bershka in my mall, in the mall of my hometown. Probably all of you know Bershka, right? It's like the cousin of Zara. Zara, Bershka, Stradivarius, Pull&Bear, they're all a big company basically called Inditex. So I was working for this company as a sales assistant. I was working in a store basically. I was a cashier, I was assistant in the store. So it was a very good job, especially because I was interacting with people. I was doing this customer service thing that you have to do in order to get the airline job. And that was actually very valuable in my CV. But of course I didn't know at the time, but it was a good job. It was a very nice job. I had lots of fun. I made new friends and all of that stuff. And I was indeed interacting with people on a daily basis and, learning to open myself up as a person and all of that stuff. So it was very beneficial to my personal development, I believe. During my college years, I was super, super busy. And the reason for that is I was going to college, let's say each morning or afternoon. I was going to work after that. For example, we're at Bershka at the time, and then I was going to the gym. I couldn't let go of my athletic abilities. I had to do some sport, whatever. So I started going to the gym, to better myself, to grow some muscle, to be healthy. So I started liking to go to the gym a lot. So I was like 18, 19. I was building some muscle, I was bettering myself as a person. I was earning money. I was going to college, gym, it was a lot. And also, I must confess, for a period of 2 years, I had my ex-girlfriend. I was visiting my ex-girlfriend in the evenings after my gym sessions. So basically my whole day was gone. College, work, gym, and girlfriend. I was barely seeing my parents. Like, they were really happy when I was going home. This ex-girlfriend that I had were like high school sweethearts, and then after high school we got together, and we're like the beautiful couple, Now, my next job was actually abroad, and I cannot stress this enough. It's important to open up your horizon, right? I got an opportunity to work in Greece, and I took it, and I left the job in Bershka in favor for this opportunity. I went to work in Greece, in Halkidiki, for 3 months during the summer as a waiter at a 5-star hotel. And that was very nice. It was very nice for a lot of reasons. Not the work itself. I mean, the work was quite tough. I mean, working in the sun, at the pool, serving people all day, 9 hours per day. It was quite tough, but I was in a very nice location in Greece during the summer. Beautiful. The sea was near me. Crystal clear water with beautiful sandy, golden sandy beaches. It was so amazing. I was partying during the night, it was 3 months, but it was crazy. It was really nice. And also, the thing is, and this time I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, right? She couldn't cope with the fact that I was going abroad and going away from her. And she was like, yeah, but you're going away. What am I going to do for 3 months? Blah, blah, blah. Young love kind of thing. So we broke up because of long distance, even though it was only for 3 months. But, we were young. After I came back from this job from Greece, I came back home to Romania, to my home country, to my home city. And I finished my college. It was my 3rd college year of tourism. I finished it. I got my diploma. And then I had a visit from one of our relatives. It's a distant cousin. And he is working, still is working, by the way. He's working as an air traffic controller. Now, this is where my aviation thing, started to click. I wanted his job, he was telling me about this job and how it is and everything, He's working in the control tower, basically. And I was really attracted to this job. I applied for this job and I failed at the test. It was a long test with all kinds of questions, psychological questions, mathematical, geometrical, reaction times, a lot of things that I haven't prepared for. So I went to Bucharest for the test and I failed the test. And I thought my aviation thing just faded away straight. I was willing to try again the test, and meanwhile something happened. I saw an ad on Facebook. It was about a cabin crew recruitment. And then I was thinking, what is this cabin crew thing? What is this cabin crew idea? What's a cabin crew? Oh, those people that are flying and, they take care of you on the plane. It was like, yeah, that sounds like something interesting. So after that, I applied to this job and Today I'm working for Etihad Airways as a flight attendant. I was actually looking forward to be an air traffic controller initially. But yeah, things worked out differently. Now, as I told you about those jobs and those experiences, it's very important to note that I had a lot of customer service related jobs going on. And I gained experience and I learned new skills, including people management, talking in English while the time I was abroad, selling, interacting with people. There's so many things that you learn on a daily basis if you pay attention. And that's what you have to do. You have to pay attention on every aspect of your life, because one day it will count, it will matter, and it can change your life. I'm a big believer in the fact that you can get better by the day. You can improve yourself as a person each day, and no matter what your goals are, if you work hard enough and if you desire them hard enough, you will reach your goals. And that's very important. That's big. This has been my previous work experiences, mostly customer service related jobs. I don't know what the future holds up, but I'm really confident that it will be a good one for me, and I hope this whole situation currently happening right now with this lockdown and this pandemic will soon end, so we can all return to our normal lives. Of course, everybody is affected by this, but you know, you have to stay positive and you have to trust yourself even in tough times. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please press the like button on this video. It really helps with the algorithms. Also leave a comment if you have any opinion about it. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can also follow me on my personal Instagram, is alexandergeorge93, all connected. Looking forward to see you there as well. And yes, see you on the next one.